The Gulf countries are the perfect example to never bully that one weird kid in school, because they went from very undeveloped to the richest countries on earth. Before we get to the meat and potatoes, let's make it clear what the Gulf countries consist of: Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, also known as UAE. And no, Dubai isn't a country. So pre-20th century, i.e. before the discovery of oil, the economies of the Gulf countries were primarily based on traditional activities such as fishing, pearl diving, and agriculture. The region's geography and climate presented challenges for economic development. Arid desert environment limited agriculture opportunities. But then, the luckiest thing on earth happened to them: oil.
Guys, I think I found oil.
The turning point in the economic history of the Gulf countries occurred with the discovery of oil reserves in the mid-20th century. Bahrain was among the first Gulf countries to discover oil in 1932, followed by Kuwait in 1938. However, it was the discovery of oil in Saudi Arabia in commercial quantities in 1938 that truly transformed the region. The discovery of the massive Ghawar field in Saudi Arabia, the largest conventional oil field in the world, played a pivotal role. As oil production expanded, Gulf countries began to form national oil companies. For example, Saudi Aramco was established in 1933 as the Arabian American Oil Company and later nationalized by the Saudi government. The abundance of oil in the Gulf region gave these countries significant geopolitical influence. The global energy market became increasingly dependent on Gulf oil, and these nations formed the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, also famously known as the OPEC, in 1960, to collectively manage oil production and prices. The 1950s to the 1970s witnessed an oil boom in the Gulf region. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the UAE experienced a surge in oil revenues, leading to a rapid economic development. Massive infrastructure projects, including the development of modern cities, transportation networks, and educational institutions, were initiated. They also have sometimes used oil as a political tool. The Arab oil embargo of 1973, in response to the Yom Kippur War, had a major impact on the global economy. In the 1990s and 2000s, Gulf countries embraced globalization, attracting foreign investments and diversifying their economic further. The UAE, and specifically Dubai, emerged as a global hub for trade, finance, and tourism. Mega projects like the Palm Jumeirah and Burj Khalifa symbolized the rapid development in the region. Also, can't forget the highly developed sewage system.
Are you serious, my brother?
Never mind.
Is this nigga serious?
Unfortunately, for some of the Gulf countries, having oil meant war, like the invasion of Kuwait by Iraq in 1990. One major factor was economic, as Iraq accused Kuwait of exceeding its OPEC oil production and driving down oil prices, which negatively affected Iraq's economy. Saddam Hussein also argued that Kuwait was historically part of Iraq and that its independence was a result of British colonialism. But this is another subject. Maybe we'll do a video about it later.